Next, we have with us something called sort. We'll come back to our favorite data set of restaurants, and over here we want to populate the name of restaurants but in alphabetical order. So we say equal to column A, but it has not given us anything. Actually, you know what? This was my mistake to put sort over here. Let's first do the filter and then we'll come back to sort. Now, before we do the filter function, let's look at how to apply filters without using functions. So this is the data of restaurants and I want to see the list of only veg restaurants. So what you do is you select row number 1 and you click on this filter icon. Now there is small what you can say filter drop down kind of thing is visible at all columns. We want to see just veg restaurants, so you click over here and you get 3 options. These 3 are the options that are present in these columns. So there are some blanks, there are some veg and non-veg, and there are some veg only. You clear all and you select veg only. Now we have everything that is for veg only restaurants. Now you want for example which home delivery is true. So clear and home delivery is true. So these are the restaurants that are only veg and who do home delivery. Now if I click, let's say column B, over here you see the sum. Now sum of rating makes no sense, but we can see the average. So average rating of all the restaurants that are veg only and do home delivery is 3.35. Let's say average number of photos is 20. Total number of photos is 3498 for all the restaurants that are veg only and have home delivery as true. Now let's say how many restaurants are there that is home delivery, true and veg, and cuisine is Italian. Now we cannot choose anything from here because there will be some rows which will have just Italian, there will be some rows which will have Italian plus something else. So we cannot simply select that I want this particular value. So what we can say is there are multiple conditions. So if we go to filter by condition, you will get one thing called text contains. You can explore it on yourself that text does not contain or text start with, date is before, number is greater than, smaller than. But in this case we want to do is text contains Italian, and we close this, not close this, like hide this and click OK. Now you see the filter is only those which has Italian somewhere in the cuisine name. If you want to play with numbers, let's say we want to have those which has more than 100 reviews. So we click on filter. So one way you can do is like you clear everything and then you select everything that is more than 100. This can also be done. So this is more than 100. So all the reviews now we see is more than 100. But this is not a good way. So we select all from here. So we don't think, for example, you have 5,000 data. So you are not going to select one by one out of them. So you go to filter by condition and condition is greater than and the value is 100. Filter by condition is contracted and click OK. Now we see all these are greater than 100 reviews. So in this way you can filter out the data. Now remember the data is not lost. It's just that all the rows that does not satisfy all the filter criteria has been hidden. So you see this is row number 5, this is row number 10. So everything between 5 to 10 has been hidden. If I click this back again, the filter comes up. When the sheet is shared with multiple person and you apply filter, for example, you are working on veg only restaurants and there is another person in your team who is working on non-veg restaurant. So you came here, you applied the filter of veg only. Now this is the same thing that gets reflected in your colleague spreadsheet as well, because he or she is also working on the same sheet. Now his or her work will get disturbed. So there is another way. Let's remove the filter. Click on this small triangle and say create new filter view. when you create a new filter view, other person who are on this sheet does not get affected. Now, if I create a filter over here, for example, clear 8, and this time we'll create veg and non-veg only you can see this filter. Others are still looking at the original data set. If I create, let's say reviews is filter by condition less than 100. So we have all non-veg restaurants whose reviews are less than 100. So this only you can see, others cannot see this filtered data. Another good thing about this is we can come here and name this filter as let's say average non-veg, because this is average because the reviews are less than 100 and these are all non-veg. So I named this as average non-veg filter. Now you go back and click none. So the filter view is removed. Now next time again you want to see the same data set which was non-veg and less than 100 reviews. So you simply go there and you see there is a saved filtered view. You click this. This is opened in filtered view and the filters are already applied, which is the veg one and the reviews one. So you can apply any filter and you can put the name. So every time you don't need to set the filter manually. Having said that, now let us get rid of these filters and do the same thing using functions. Actually what, let us take a pause and you go back and take some data set and try to apply different filters. Once you're comfortable with manual, so this is called manual filters. Basically you manually go here every time and you change the filters. In the next video, we'll see how we can apply the filters using functions.